Now on Coast TV News.
We're starting off the week with lots of clouds and cooler temperatures across the region, and we'll see some rain chances for the week ahead and warmer temperatures later in the week. Details coming up.
Back to the beach as DNREC is expected to lift a swimming advisory, while they say some caution is still needed near the surf.
Homeless Help Update. It will take place tonight in Georgetown as the organizers of the Pallet Village are pushing back against some concerns over their efforts.
Bypass bridge work. We look at the latest phase of this big project in the Millsboro area.
This is Coast TV News Today.
And it is Monday, September 23rd, 2024. Good morning. I'm Matt Pensick.
Good morning. I'm Paige Marley. Thanks for being up with us during our 5 o'clock hour.
It is also the final full week of September, Paige.
Yes.
And also the first full day of fall as we changed seasons yesterday morning.
I haven't seen you since last summer.
Oh! We are good, folks.
We are hilarious. Yeah, I liked your post on Instagram. You're
Oh, you
like
did?
missing summer, like last day of summer
I had my
post.
boogie board looking
Looking
thoughtfully out to the ocean.
Summer, come back. That was you.
It was.
Yeah, that's okay. Well, if you're like that too, sorry. We'll hang out again next year. But the fall people, we finally have our excuses to have our pumpkin spice lattes and put our pumpkins out. So, Bob, have you had a pumpkin spice latte yet this season?
I have not had a pumpkin spice latte yet, but I bought some pumpkin spice adult beverages I have not had yet, but we'll get into that a little bit later. But good morning, guys. It is the first full day of fall and feeling like you definitely need that jacket. Inland areas 58 in Seaford, 53 in Delmar, Salisbury 55, 60 in Millsboro, and mid to upper 60s along the coast right now. We continue with this onshore flow, an easterly flow, and winds around 10 to 15 miles per hour along the coast, but calm inland. Right now we're looking at clouds. We'll call it mostly cloudy across Delmarva. I think this will be the scene for today. There are some showers back to the west. I think we keep it dry, but definitely more clouds than sun. You can see it on Futurecast, all the white indicating the clouds pretty much throughout the day. Here's 10 a.m., upper 60s and 70s. By 12:30, lower 70s. I think that's it for highs. Lower 70s, even 60s along the beaches with that easterly flow. So have that light jacket handy this afternoon and the sunglasses as well. We do increase rain chances midweek. I'll have much more in your forecast coming up in just a bit.
Bob, we're now taking a live look at Rehoboth Beach. Let's take a look at what we have there this morning off the boardwalk. You can see the ocean a bit in the background and as we await sunrise there. It's along the Delaware coast. That's been the story over the past week. They've been dealing with the aftermath of hazardous medical waste washing up on the sand, and it led to DNREC issuing a swimming advisory for the beaches last week. Now, according to the agency, that advisory will expire today at noon. In addition to the swimming advisory, DNREC is also encouraging people to wear closed-toed shoes on the beach.
And here's a full recap of the medical waste crisis that has really shocked Delmarva. It was on Sunday, September 15th. DNREC issued a warning about that medical waste after receiving reports from several beach areas. That same day, Ocean City, Astig Island, Fenwick Island, and Dewey Beach were just a few to close their beaches. On Friday, Ocean City became the first to completely reopen beach access and water access with no restrictions, but there are still no answers on where this waste came from or why.
Got some breaking news from overnight. This is out of Milford. Police there confirm they arrested an 18-year-old for murder on Sunday. Edward Oldens was reported to have mental health issues and told police he killed someone. Officers then went to a home on Lakeview Avenue where they did find a 50-year-old woman dead. The 18-year-old is now in jail on first-degree murder charges.
Happening today, Milford's considering its next phase of its streetscape project. According to the city, this next phase is going to focus on bicycle and pedestrian improvements from Northeast 4th Street to North Rehoboth Boulevard. The city could decide tonight if it wants to pay the roughly $350,000, 20% of the cost, on this next phase.
And also happening today, the Georgetown Town Council will hear an update on the Springboard Collaborative in Georgetown Pallet Village. The agenda does not indicate what that update is, though earlier this year, the Pallet Village, which provides temporary housing for the homeless, dispelled rumors that it was increasing the homeless population. Town Council meets at 7 tonight.
The Milford School District partnered with the Milford Public Library to support their Spanish dual language immersion and multilingual students. The 2024-2025 year-round Spanish reading program is designed for our students from kindergarten to 5th grade through students from 6th to 7th grade, as well as the community. They're all welcome. Anis Lopez, co-manager of the Children's Library, is thrilled to be a part of this program.
This partnership has been amazing. It's one of the best things that we could have done. Just spreading literature and just having kids fall in love for books and reading has been amazing. We are so glad to even be hosting this and be a part of a kid's future.
And the program will be held on Wednesday, one Wednesday a month. It's from September 25th through May from 5:30 to 6:30. That's all at the Milford Public Library.
A beloved Jewish deli closing its doors. Today is the last day for Rosenfeld's Ocean City. It's been open for 11 years on Coastal Highway and 63rd Street. Got some good news, though, for fans of Rosenfeld's. There are other locations, like in Rehoboth Beach. They're still open, and the deli is expanding to Mount Herman Road in Salisbury. You're looking at the progress of the Millsboro bypass. Today, crews will place bridge beams.
Yeah, here's how that bypass is going to impact your commute this week. Fox Run Road between Patriots Way and Betts Pond Road in Georgetown will be closed starting today until Friday. The $130 million project aims to alleviate decades-long traffic problems in downtown Millsboro. That project is scheduled to be complete by summer of 2025.
Happening tonight, week 3 of the NFL season concludes as Washington makes a trip to Ohio to take on the Bengals. And instead of that, we got that Fox Run Road map. All right.
Cool.
Yep.
That's all right. Well, looking forward to the Commanders game.
Yeah, we'll have a little bit more on that later on Coast TV News Today. Well, let's move on. We're going to talk about voting now. We're just over a month away from the general election and got some key deadlines for Delmarva. Voting season about to begin in Delaware. You must register to vote by October 12th. Military personnel who are overseas, they have until the 21st of that month. Early voting starts October 25th. Now in Maryland, you can register at your polling place the day of the election with documentation, and Maryland early voting starts October 24th. Speaking of that election, we're just 6 weeks until Election Day, and new polls show Vice President Harris with a slight lead in a head-to-head matchup against former President Donald Trump.
Those polls come just one day after Mr. Trump says he won't do another debate. NBC's Bree Jackson has some more details from Washington.
In the battle for the White House, Vice President Harris is challenging former President Trump to a rematch on the debate stage, something he's refusing to do.
Let's have another debate. There's more to talk about, and the voters of America deserve to hear.
The problem with another debate is that it's just too late. Voting has already started.
With early voting underway, new NBC figures show Harris gaining momentum among key demographics. She's holding a commanding lead among women. Although more men support former President Trump, it's by a much smaller gap. The Harris Walls campaign is setting its sights on winning over voters in key battleground states, including North Carolina, a state Mr. Trump won by a narrow margin in 2020.
We've got offices all across that state. We are making volunteer shifts, making calls, knocking doors in that state.
The former president will make his case during a rally in Pennsylvania today. Inflation and the economy remain top issues for many voters, with polls showing Mr. Trump holding an advantage over Harris. Supporters urge him to make that a key part of his message.
Talk about crime, talk about the economy, talk about inflation, talk about border. That's the way you persuade people in this country. We have an obligation to persuade people to vote for us.
Harris plans to counter that messaging by outlining her economic vision in a speech on Wednesday. In Washington, Bree Jackson, NBC News.
Still ahead this morning, movie theater makeover plan. How you could next movie experience could be upgraded thanks to billions of dollars in renovations.
And assisted suicide bill vetoed. Both sides are saying we have that on Governor Carney's decision as Coast TV News Today continues.
Hurricane season is here, which means power outages can strike anytime without warning. Don't get caught in the dark. Let the expert electricians at FH Fur install a Generac whole home standby generator, keeping your lights on, your family connected, and your home safe no matter what. Call FH Fur today and get $1,000 off. Plus, for a limited time, we'll include a whole home surge protector absolutely free. When Mother Nature strikes, it's too late. Stay powered, stay safe with FH Fur.
877-CALL-FUR. FHFur.com.
The Delaware Celebration of Jazz presents Cancer Survivor Night, an evening of music and dance benefiting the Beatty Tunnel Cancer Center. Tickets are just $39 and is your chance to make a difference. Show your support by purchasing or gifting tickets today. For more information, visit RehobotJazz.com.
Dedication, determination, and drive. That's what's needed to be a DSN Scholar Athlete, brought to you by your Salisbury Honda dealer.
Each month, we'll award a $1,000 scholarship to a Delmarva senior that excels in the classroom and in sports.
They must have a B average or higher and a drive for good sportsmanship.
Nominate your champion today on the Features tab on DelmarvaSportsNetwork.com.
The DSN Scholar Athlete, sponsored by your Salisbury Honda dealer.
You like to keep your beard perfectly groomed, but she hates all that mess. Now there's VacuTrim by Bell & Howell, the total body shaver that trims your hair and vacuums it up. VacuTrim stainless steel blades give you a precision cut, while the built-in vacuum captures the hair shavings. It has 20 trim settings to shape your beard and tame body hair with no mess. Get VacuTrim with free shipping for only $39.95.
Call 1-800-263-0608. That's 1-800-263-0608 or go to VacuTrim.com.
This big issue of us not being friends because her fiance assaulted me.
You attacked my fiance.
I have nothing to say to you.
Because you're a liar.
Those who babble usually are lying.
Judge Judy.
Monday at 2 on CoastTV.
5:11 on our Monday morning. Make sure you grab a jacket out the door. 62 in Dover. Some other places inland are in the 50s, 53 in Delmar, 58 in Seaford. A little milder at the beaches with temperatures into the mid to upper 60s, and that's where it's a little breezier now with an onshore flow, and that will continue for some time. So that easterly wind coupled with clouds like we're seeing right now, well, that's going to make for a cooler day. Lots of clouds out there, but keep the sunglasses handy anyway. We have a few showers well to the west. On the golf course today, not too bad. Lots of clouds and some blue sky, and I put it in the good category because I think it remains dry. 72, a little on the cooler side, and mostly cloudy skies.
Good is good, Bob. I'll take that one. All right, thank you. Delaware Democratic leaders are indicating their intent to override Governor John Carney's veto on an assisted suicide bill. Democratic leadership says it is yet to determine if it's an override this year or in the new legislative session next year, saying they intend to continue the fight for the medical aid in dying bill. This bill would have created a multi-step process to allow Delawareans with less than 6 months to live a path to end their life via prescription drugs. Critics are saying it could leave vulnerable individuals in a place to be taken advantage of. This week, it's your chance to offer your thoughts on widening Route 9. This is by the Vineyards in 5 Points area in Lewis. Neighbors had expressed concern that a wider road would be dangerously close to existing neighborhoods like Lewis Crossing. Public workshop on the widening is at the Cape Henlopen High School from 4 to 7 Tuesday night.
Budget hotel chain Motel 6 was just sold for over $500 million. India-based hotel company Oyo will pay cash for the deal, which also includes the chain's offshoot brand Studio 6. Motel 6 was founded back in 1962. The name originally came from offering an all-cash nightly rate of just $6. You will soon see some new upgrades the next time you go to a movie theater. The industry group that represents the largest 8 theater chains in the U.S. and Canada has announced it's investing more than $2 billion in some new upgrades. Some of the renovations include new projection technology, a better sound system, seating, and revamped carpeting, even better food. Yum! The trade group also says arcades and bowling may be added to the theaters. Coming up after our break, some efforts to repair the Indian River Inlet, how you can share your thoughts on an emergency project to protect the dunes.
A bit breezy in Ocean City on this Monday morning. Some clouds as well, 66 for you, and lots of clouds as we go through the morning hours. And cooler, too, the next couple of days. The clouds hang around and better rain chances as we go through the week, and then warmer as we go through the end of the week. Your forecast details coming up in 2 minutes.
Delmarva's classic rock. Big 107.7.
On Coast Life, discover essential tips to maintain the exterior of your home just in time for fall. Plus, a look into a musical journey through life's milestones. And we have a fun historical book tour today at 4 on Coast TV.
Transform your backyard into an outdoor oasis at Woodland Sheds in Bishopville, Maryland. Explore 11 acres with over 100 Amish buildings and 7,000 pieces of Amish poly furniture. Walk through our Amish-built sheds, kennels, coops, garages, and even pool houses. Enjoy free shed delivery and rent-to-own sheds with no credit check. We also have portable storage units. Visit us at Woodland Sheds, Route 113, Bishopville.
What do you do when your tire goes flat and there's no air anywhere? You reach for Bullseye Pro, the smarter, faster, hands-free way to fill it up with air. Bullseye Pro is equipped with a rechargeable lithium-ion power plant. So fast and so convenient. It's like the power of an air compressor in the palm of your hand. Look, you can inflate all 4 tires on a single charge. It has a built-in smart pressure digital sensor that gauges and automatically stops when the set tire pressure is reached. Easily inflate pool toys, exercise balls, and more. Call or go online now and get the complete Bullseye Pro inflation system for the factory direct price of just $79.99. Plus, we'll ship your entire order free, and we'll give you a 50% discount on a second one. Order now.
To order, call 1-800-771-0865. That's 1-800-771-0865, or go to getbullseyepro.com.
Coming up,
there are no protections put in place for kids on social media. None.
Demi Lovato's revealing the truth about being a child star.
Monday at noon on Coast TV.
Download the free Coast TV First Alert weather app today.
Time is 5:16, and you are now looking live at Dover. Bit of a cooler start to our Monday morning, Bob, as we are now officially in the fall.
Yeah, and that must depress you a little bit, Matt, knowing your love of summer. Well, you know, all good things have to come to an end, but we still have summer-like temperatures. You have to say like now, since it is fall. Summer-like temperatures down the road. Now, today and tomorrow, we're in the low 70s. By Wednesday, 77, which is average for this time of year. Then by Thursday, hey, there's a little taste of summer, 82, and then 79 on Friday. So we're not done with the warm weather quite yet. Looking at temperatures right now, 53 in Delmar, 58 in Seaford, 60 in Millsboro and Milton, with 67 for Rehoboth. Right now, Bethany Beach, you're at 66. We're looking at an east-northeast wind right now at around 10 to 15 miles per hour. Calm inland, but those persistent easterly winds, well, that's going to pile up the water a little bit. And like we've seen the last several days, a coastal flood advisory continues for Sussex County. This goes until Tuesday evening. So maybe a half foot to a foot inundation possible in places. Definitely more in the way of a water rise for areas of the eastern shore. You have a coastal flood warning until early Wednesday morning, especially at time of high tides. Watch out for that. Otherwise, we're looking at mostly cloudy skies right now. It is dry across Delmarva. We are seeing some showers well to our west. It is possible we could get into a sprinkle later today, but we have high pressure to the north with an easterly flow, so a lot of those showers will tend to dry out. Here's Futurecast this morning. Lots of clouds, 50s and 60s out the door. And as we go through the morning, it's a slow rise in temperatures through the 60s. And by noon, we're in the low 70s, lots of clouds, maybe a few peaks of sun as that wind is picking up from the east. So you're only looking at cooler 60s along the coast. And as we go into the evening hours, falling into the 60s, it's possible we could see a stray shower through the overnight hours. And then as we move into Tuesday, more of the same, mostly cloudy skies and highs only into the low 70s as we have that persistent easterly flow. And then we move into Wednesday. It's dry in the morning, and then I think we'll see a better chance of showers throughout the day. Some of those could be on the heavy side. We'll have to watch for that. Don't think there's really much potential for flooding, and we'll see highs into the 70s. You can see the winds that are coming in out of the east, pretty gusty as we go through the evening hours, and at times gusting to 20 miles per hour along the coast. And with this flow, this will keep us cooler, definitely the next couple of days, and even into Wednesday, we continue with that easterly wind. Paul Davis, 7-day forecast. forecast. Lower 70s today and tomorrow with lots of clouds. And then showers Wednesday, 77. A little warmer on Thursday, 82. Still that shower chance and still a few showers on into Friday, 79. Right now, the weekend is looking dry. Partly cloudy skies and 76 on Saturday and Sunday at 75 degrees. Our umbrella winner today is Philip Shannon from Seaford. Congratulations, Philip, on your brand new umbrella from Paul Davis and Coast TV.
Thank you, Bob. Hey, let's talk fall. This does bring us to our Coast TV poll, and we want to know the best part of fall on the Coast page.
I'm excited for this. Yeah, let's see if we can see our options here. 44% of you, free parking, baby. I might have to agree with that one. 29% of you say, yep, less traffic. I'm not shocked. Those are the top choices. 17% of you, the cooler weather. Just 10% of you say the fall events.
I could vote for all those,
Me
but
too.
I do get the free parking one.
It doesn't mean you don't like the fall events.
Right.
You just love the free parking.
Do love it.
I agree with that poll. All right, don't forget, if you want to vote, let us know your favorite part of the fall on the coast. Go to coasttv.com/vote or vote on our app. Happening this week, it's your chance to share your thoughts on repairs to the Indian River Inlet. After 2 dune breaches this year, DelDOT will be adding sheets of steel, creating a wall. DenRec will do an emergency sand replenishment project to boost the beaches. Now, of course, at the behest of the environmentalists, the agencies are holding a public meeting on this on Tuesday in Bethany.
After the break, the sights and sounds from the Salisbury Folk Festival. A look at the event that attracted people from across the country. Coast TV News Today is back in a moment.
Capture your favorite moments at the Coast TV photo booth. Strike a pose and snap a pic, all for free. View previous pictures and see the next event at coasttv.com under the Features tab. The Coast TV photo booth, sponsored by Baths by Spicer Brothers.
Huddle up for Nittany Game Week.
Get a sideline seat with coaches Jay Paterno and Tom Bradley as they join host Todd Sadowski for expert analysis on the blue and white. Nittany Game Week, Friday nights at 10:30 and Saturday mornings at 11 on DSN.
At Atlantic General Hospital, we've been busy. Busy expanding healthcare services that are second to none in our region. From cancer care and women's health services to orthopedics, gastroenterology, and more, we provide advanced health technologies delivered by top providers. Expert care every day. It's what you can count on from Atlantic General Hospital.
Make sure your neighborhood feels like home with landscaping and property services by Herker Property Maintenance. We combine science and art to create and maintain the landscape masterpiece you've always dreamed of. We can handle the largest developments and commercial properties all over and provide a consistent data evaluation to keep your property perfectly maintained. Clean, innovative, fast, reliable, from landscaping to pavement services and everything in between. Take an innovative approach with Herker Property Maintenance.
Stay tuned to get a free automatic toilet bowl cleaner from Mermaid. Your sink stopper's broken, and fixing a drain is a pain. Introducing Mermaid Drain Magic, the instant solution to most broken drains. Just remove and replace. In seconds, you can fill and drain with a simple press of a button. Drain Magic makes replacing your old, broken, rusty, even missing sink stoppers fast and easy. Drain Magic's anti-clogging basket helps prevent clogs in your sink, catching hair, food, even jewelry. Made with brass and chrome and a silicone gasket, it creates a watertight seal. Order your Mermaid Drain Magic today for only $19.99 and get a Mermaid Toilet Bowl Cleaner absolutely free. Drop it in the tank for up to 3 months of cleaning. But wait, this could be your last chance to get Drain Magic at this low price with free toilet bowl cleaner. There's a strict limit of 3, so order now.
Call 1-800-944-6857 or visit GetDrainMagic.com. So call 1-800-944-6857 or visit GetDrainMagic.com now.
The Today Show, weekdays at 7 on Coast TV.
Thousands of people, they made their way, all going to the crossroads of Delmarva, and there were about 250 musicians, dancers, craftspeople, all from across the country. The festival had some food, some vendors, music, all downtown.
Just glad to come downtown and have a great time seeing everybody here. So cool to see downtown just really blowing up like this for the folk festival. I'm glad to see everybody here. I know there are people here from all over the state coming here to have fun.
It is a very fun event. Salisbury previously hosted the National Folk Festival, which moves around the country. Next year, it's going to be in Jackson, Mississippi. The Maryland Folk Fest has called Salisbury home since 2023.
Hey, Paige, I want to give a shout out to the big Meals on Wheels fundraising event. It was Friday, Hats and Heels, and I won this award, Paige, Best Hat.
You didn't win Best Heels?
You know what? I tried, but my hat was rocking it.
You do have a good hat. If you follow him on
Maybe
social
my heels
media.
did not rock it.
No, you have a cool cowboy hat he wears on Fridays specifically. You would know if you follow him on Instagram.
Well, I actually have a picture of it.
There it is.
Oh, right there. That's Tiffany Amber from our sister station, WBOC. She was the MC of the event, did a great job. It was really nice meeting her. As you said, I did wear my cowboy hat.
Good.
Got some compliments, and I got an award.
I would be mad if you didn't win Best Hat. I might have to.
There were some good ones there, too.
Were there?
I was surprised.
Well,
I just went in because other than a baseball hat, it's really the only hat I have.
It's very you. Congratulations on your win.
All right, well, speaking of you, me, and let's go to Bob.
Yeah.
We are joined again by First Alert meteorologist Bob. Bob, I noticed a little bit cooler along the coast today.
Yeah, I definitely need that cowboy hat, Matt. Looking good on you. And the jacket as well, because it is cool out there. Not the best beach day. We're looking at a lot of clouds, some peaks of sun. Rip current threat is still high because we have that strong flow off the ocean. And we're looking at temperatures in the lower 70s for Fenwick Island, maybe 70 in Ocean City. UV index is moderate, and the waves around 3 to 6 feet. Lewis and Rehoboth, temperatures near 70 for you, especially in Lewis. I think you'll get into the low 70s. On the bay side, moderate UV index, and we're looking at lots of clouds in Cambridge, maybe a few rays of sunshine, 73 and lower 70s in Crisfield as well. Waves around 1 to 2 feet. And we're looking at, well, more clouds to come and some showers by mid-weekend, warmer temperatures eventually as well. More on that coming up in the next half hour.
Sounds good, Bob. Thank you. Also coming up after the break, the offshore wind project conversation continues. We have details about a public hearing and an open house being held by the Bureau of Ocean Energy Management.
Also, year-round Spanish reading program. I'll look at one in Milford attempting to increase bilingual skills for young children.
And medical waste mystery, a recap of the shocking events that impacted beaches along Delmarva and what officials are saying about the current investigation. That and more when Coast TV News Today returns.
I needed to do some safe floor. I slipped in my old floor and I broke my kneecap. I called Pinnacle, they came. The team was very professional. And then when I came home 2 o'clock, my garage was done. That's the best part. I loved it. Pinnacle did a really great job. They did this beautiful floor and safe to walk. Call Pinnacle, you will not be disappointed. You'll be happy like I am.
DSN Plus is more action. 4 additional live stream games every weeknight and full replays on demand. DSN Plus is more local. 5 live games every weeknight, showcasing high school showdowns and regional rivalries across Delmarva. DSN Plus is more access. Watch on your mobile devices, and remember, DSN is still free over the air and on cable. But get more with DSN Plus, just $6.99 a month. Download the Delmarva Sports Network app from your app store today.
Our mission here at the Boardwalk Buddy Walk is simple: to create a community where people with Down syndrome or any other cognitive disorder can live, learn, work, and play. That's why every October, we invite family and friends to a full weekend of acceptance and inclusion in Rehoboth Beach. This year's event takes place on October 12th at 9 a.m. at the Rehoboth Beach Boardwalk and Bandstand. So come out to this year's Boardwalk Buddy Walk and Walk. For more info, go to boardwalkbuddywalk.com, sponsored by Coast TV.
Is your crawl space wet and has a bad odor? Did you know the air you breathe in your home starts in your crawl space? Dark, damp spaces breed mold and mildew, which can be linked to allergies and asthma. Our dry time crawl space encapsulation will solve your moisture problems for good. Enjoy a drier, healthier, and more energy efficient home thanks to our unique understanding and experience of successful treating and eliminating crawl space moisture. Remember, Delmarva, quality isn't expensive, it's priceless.
Now on Coast TV News.
We're starting off the week with lots of clouds, cooler temperatures across Delmarva. We'll see some rain chances for the week ahead and warmer temperatures later in the week. Details coming up.
Turning the tide, we have the improving conditions along Delaware's beaches.
Talking turbines, the latest effort to sell the offshore wind project targeted for our coast to the public.
Moving over, changes the penalties for these road violations in Delaware.
This is Coast TV News Today.
September 23rd, 2024. Good morning, everybody. I'm Matt Pensick. Good morning, Paige.
Good morning. Thank you all for joining us. I'm Paige Marley.
Yeah, time is 5:29. Monday morning. Fall is here officially, so for all you fall fans, this is your time of year.
Do you know how many sweater dresses I bought in anticipation of fall?
This year?
Yeah.
I'm going to guess 10.
Oh, a lot more.
30?
Like, yeah, probably 30. And I had to pull one out today.
Okay, well, it's pink.
Well, yeah, you know, that's it's a good one.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it could have been 80 degrees today, and even if it was,
you were like, it's fall, and I am wearing it.
I have to wear this dress. Yeah, exactly. So we're going to bring in Bob right now. Bob, it's not 80 degrees today, though. It does feel like fall.
It does feel like fall. We've got football. You know, we have that chill in the air. And I also noticed, I was in Virginia this weekend, driving back, the leaves are changing as well. So definitely has that fall feel, and it is officially fall now. It's cool, too. We've got 50s inland right now. Delmar 53, 58 in Seaford, 60 in Millsboro, Milford 64, upper 60s from Rehoboth down to Ocean City right now. We've got a east-northeast wind right now at around 10 to 15 miles per hour along the coast, lighter inland areas, and that will be impactful, that wind, because it could cause some coastal flooding along the coast of Delaware and also on the bay side as well. We're looking at mostly cloudy skies right now, a few breaks in the overcast, nothing in the way of rain, don't need the umbrella, but we're looking at a lot of clouds also back to our west, even some showers well to our west, but I don't think we're looking at that today. Here's Futurecast this morning. You can see all the white indicating the clouds, temperatures slowly warming through the 60s. Definitely need that jacket most of the day, with lower 70s by late morning, and by 12:30 lower 70s. So lower 70s will probably do it inland areas, but 60s along the beaches. Maybe a stray shower as we go into the evening hours, but mainly dry. Still need the sunscreen. UV index sponsored by Ocean City. It's a 5 today. Moderate. Burn time is 25 minutes, and we're in that moderate range really the next several days. It actually dips down a little more through the midweek period with clouds and increasing showers.
Thank you, Bob. We're now taking a live look again at Rehoboth Beach, just off the boardwalk, the surf and the sand. We await sunrise there. But the beach area, that's been what we've been tracking for about a week now, and it's due to the medical waste in the water that was washing up ashore. DNREC issued a swimming advisory for beaches on the Delaware coast last week, and according to the agency, that advisory is set to expire today at noon. In addition to the swimming advisory, DNREC is also encouraging people to wear closed-toed shoes on the beach.
And here's a full recap of the medical waste crisis that has really shocked Delmarva. It was on Sunday, September 15th. DNREC issued a warning about the medical waste after receiving reports from several beach areas. That same day, Ocean City, Aztec Island, Fenwick Island, and Dewey Beach were just a few to close the beaches. On Friday, Ocean City became the first to completely reopen beach access and water access with no restrictions. There are still no answers, however, on where the waste came from or why.
A new law changes two key parts to Delaware's Move Over law. This is aimed at helping construction crews, DELDOT workers, utility workers, and first responders on crash scenes. Now, in the state, if someone does not follow Delaware's Move Over law, which requires drivers to yield to those crews, there are increased penalties. First offense is now $250 instead of $150. Second violation, that could be up to $500. For further offenders, they could pay up to $1,000. Also, when drivers cannot yield, they must go at least 20 miles under the speed limit if the speed limit is 50 miles per hour or greater.
Yeah, and there's some data backing up this need for this law, according to advocates. So according to AAA, despite being enacted in all 50 states, 71% of Americans are unaware of the Move Over laws. Reportedly, about 23 workers and first responders are killed in preventable roadside accidents annually in the U.S. Hundreds more are injured. Happening today, Milford is considering its next phase of its streetscape project. According to the city, this next phase will focus on bicycle and pedestrian improvements from Northeast 4th Street to North Rehoboth Boulevard. The city could decide tonight if they want to pay the roughly $350,000, that's 20% of the cost, on this next phase.
Tonight, the Georgetown Town Council will hear an update on the Springboard Collaborative and the Georgetown Pallet Village. The agenda does not indicate what that update is, though was earlier this year, the Pallet Village, that provides temporary housing for the homeless, dispelled rumors that it was increasing the homeless population there. The town council meeting is at 7 tonight.
The Milford School District partnered with the Milford Public Library to support their Spanish dual language immersion and multilingual students.
The 2024-25 year-round Spanish reading program is designed for students from kindergarten through 5th grade, although students from 6th and 7th grade can participate as well. Community is also welcome. Telemundo Delmarva and Delmarva Coast TV news reporter Ana Sofia Roman shows us what this program means to some of the people behind it.
El lector está leyendo las palabras. Reading time in Spanish. That's what will be happening at the Milford Public Library very soon. Anis Lopez, co-manager of the Children's Library, is thrilled to be part of this program.
This partnership has been amazing. It's one of the best things that we could have done. Just spreading literature and just having kids fall in love for books and reading has been amazing. We are so glad to even be hosting this and be a part of a kid's future.
Iliani Abad, Milford School District's dual language immersion specialist, is blessed to know that learning will continue beyond the school day.
I think this is an opportunity that is very valuable, especially because not all the children have the access at home to books or reading materials that they can continue elevating their reading skills.
When picking out a book, Lopez's goal is to combine the learning with fun.
I always make sure to pick out a fiction book and a nonfiction so they get to enjoy a story, and I always pick out something that has something to laugh or something that's very interactive, and then I pick out a nonfiction book just to tell them that, you know what, like if we're reading a book about elephants, let's learn some facts about elephants too. Un lector nos está leyendo.
Exploring and practicing the language one book at a time. The program will be held one Wednesday a month from September 25th through May from 5:30 to 6:30 p.m. here at the Milford Public Library. To learn the other dates, visit our website, coasttvnews.com. In Milford, Ana Sofia Roman, Coast TV News.
The offshore wind saga continues this week. A public hearing for the proposed project that would go 3.5 miles off the coast of Maryland will be held on Tuesday. The Bureau of Ocean Energy Management will be discussing its offshore wind project plan, as well as host an open house. Individualized conversation with BOEM staff will also be offered. That public hearing will be held at 5 at the Ocean City Convention Center.
In regional news, Somerset County Public Schools closed today. Officials say the closure is due to flooding in low-lying areas of the county. Closure applies to all students and 10-month staff, but year-round staff must report on time. Also happening today, look at the progress here of the Millsboro bypass, and today crews there will place bridge beams.
All right. A beloved Jewish deli is closing its doors. Today is the last day for Rosenfeld's Ocean City. That's been open for 11 years on Coastal Highway and on 63rd Street. Some good news, though. Rosenfeld's other locations, like in Rehoboth, they are still open. The deli is expanding to Mount Herman Road in Salisbury.
Got a lot more news to get to. Don't go anywhere.
Yeah, still coming up this morning. We have a lot more to get to. Oh, you're going to take this one, Matt.
All right, let's go.
Yeah.
Not safe in New York City. The Phillies still have not clinched the division title heading into the final week of the regular season.
Also ahead, pony swim, not the only time of year you can see Chincoteague's wild ponies up close. We're going to show you the Saltwater Cowboys' latest roundup, so stick with us on Coast TV News Today.
For every season, every weather moment, stay ahead with the Coast TV First Alert Weather Phone. Just call 443-880-9100. Your forecast just a call away. Sponsored by the law offices of Baird, Mandalas, Brockstead, and Federico.
Feel the rush of adventure and the thrill of incredible savings at Gateway Subaru. Save up to $2,700 on a new 2025 Subaru Outback with financing rates as low as 1.9% for 48 months. Or save up to $2,400 off a new 2024 Subaru Crosstrek with financing rates as low as 1.9% for 48 months. And be among the first to drive the all-new 2025 Subaru Forester. Stop in and reserve yours today. Gateway Subaru, just minutes from the beaches in the heart of Delmarva. Higher standards.
Shell's Early Learning Center, child and parent approved.
Shells have become an extension of our family. They've helped prepare our children for school.
I love Shells. My teacher makes learning fun.
Creating a fun learning environment to prepare the children for school.
Shell's accredited staff is dedicated to preparing your child for school. Don't miss your chance to join the Shell's family. Enroll your child for fall now before it's too late. Shell's Early Learning Center, preparing our future generation.
Turn on Bionic Spotlight Extreme 360, the motion-activated home defense light that looks just like a security camera. It detects even the slightest motion and automatically triggers 6 ultra-bright LED high beams. Call or go online and order your Bionic Extreme 360 for just $19.99. Plus, get free shipping on your entire order.
To order, call 1-800-316-1548 or go online to buybionic360.com. Call now.
I've dedicated my life to helping victims.
To seeking justice.
And justice will be served. So you're not giving up on this? Giving up? I'm just getting started.
NBC's Law & Order. New October 3rd. Set your DVR.
Just about 5:40 on this Monday morning. Still pretty dark out there. Sun's not up for at least another hour now. Gateway Subaru, Cam, Ocean City, 66 for you. 50s inland, so you definitely need the jacket. From Georgetown to Salisbury and Seaford with mid to upper 50s there. Upper 60s at the coast right now. And that's where we have a northeast wind around 5 to 15 miles per hour. That will be a persistent wind pretty much the next couple of days as we're looking at a lot of clouds across Delmarva. Nothing in the way of rain. We have showers well to the west, but I think it's just mostly cloudy and dry today. Next Sunday, just a note, join meteorologist Paul Williams at Cape Henlopen State Park for the Walk for Prostate Cancer. Right now, it looks dry, partly cloudy skies, and 75 for the walk. And remember to call the CoastTV First Alert weather phone, another way to get your forecast. It's sponsored by Baird, Mandalis, Brockstead, and Federico.
The Pony Swim isn't the only time of year that you can see Chincoteague's wild ponies up close. This weekend, Saltwater Cowboys held their roundup. Each herd was brought in for vet checks, including West Nile shots and deworming before being let loose. Spring roundup is in April.
Not much of a celebration for the Phillies when they clinched a playoff spot on Friday. On Sunday, they put the wraps on their 4-game series with the Mets, their closest pursuer in the National League East. Phil's hoping to party like it was 2011. It's the last time they were able to hang a division title banner. Sunday night in New York City, and it starts well for the Phillies. First inning, Alec Bohm, big 2-out hit here. Trey Turner scores from first, and the Phillies open with a 1-0 lead. Next inning, the Mets' Tyrone Taylor with some 2-out hitting of his own finds the hole. Mark Vientos running from second, beats the throw to the plate, and we are tied at 1. This takes us to the 6th, and here's Brandon Nimmo off of Zach Wheeler, goes deep, and it's just over the glove of Nick Castellanos. Solo home run, and that was it. Phillies lose 3 out of 4 in this series. Another chance to clinch tonight when they host the Cubs at the Park. Philadelphia's NFL team in New Orleans on Sunday. This was an ugly one for a long time, but in the end, a big drive late in the game. Saquon Barkley, he's a Penn Stater page.
Yay.
He scores both of the Eagles' touchdowns in the game. The Birds pull one out, winning 15-12. The Eagles are 2-1. They have a roadie at Tampa Bay next week. Let's go to Dallas. Actually, suburban Dallas. Big day for Ravens running back Derrick Henry. 151 yards rushing, 2 touchdowns. First win of the season for the Ravens as they were up big early and they hung on late against the Cowboys.
All right, some entertainment news now. 80s music stars Tears for Fears have a movie heading to theaters, and Rick Damigella has that story and some more in the Hollywood Minute.
Tears for Fears on the big screen. The iconic music duo's concert film, Tears for Fears Live, a tipping point film, will be in theaters for 2 nights only, October 24th and 26th.
It's very difficult sometimes to come to one of our shows. We might not be in your neighborhood. It might be difficult because the shows are sold out. So this is an opportunity, really, to see us in our full glory.
October 25th will see the release of Tears for Fears' first official live album, Songs for a Nervous Planet.
Over the years, our live work has gotten better and better, and I think which is wonderful. We're not sort of going downhill. We actually are on this upward slope. And certainly the people we play with now are the best musicians we've ever played with. So it felt like the right time to record a live album.
C.F. Martin and Company has teamed up with the Life is Good lifestyle brand for a new 6-string. The LX1 Life is Good acoustic guitar is available now from Martin and select instrument retailers with a price point of $499. Apparently, Gwar can't wait to celebrate its 40th anniversary next year. So, the shock rock band is celebrating the 36th anniversary of its debut album this year. The new edition of Hello is out now, available only on vinyl and CD. The band heads out on tour in October. In Hollywood, I'm Rick Damigella.
After the break, efforts to save the Indian River Inlet, how you can share your thoughts on the emergency repairs.
It is a dry start to our Monday. Here's our Spice Brothers camp in Salisbury. It's still pretty dark out there and cool in the 50s. It's going to be a cool day as well, warming into the 60s. Cool the next couple of days. Lots of clouds as well. Better rain chances as we go through the week and warming up as well. Your forecast details in 2 minutes.
Download the Coast TV News app on your Apple or Android devices.
On Coast Life, discover essential tips to maintain the exterior of your home just in time for fall. Plus, a look into a musical journey through life's milestones. And we have a fun historical book tour today at 4 on Coast TV.
This is the revolutionary socket fan by Bell & Howell. The amazing 2-in-1 ceiling fan and light. If you can screw in a light bulb, you can hang the socket fan light. Socket fan comes with this handy remote. You can control the light and the breeze that you need. Socket fan fits any standard light socket. You can do it yourself in less than 10 seconds.
And now, the socket fan lights with deep socket extender is yours for $49.95 with free shipping. Order now, and you can get a second fan for 50% off.
Get cool fast with socket fan.
Have you ever felt leg pain, restlessness, cramps, tingling, swelling, numbness, itchiness, or coldness? Then you need the new, clinically proven Legzercise Pro, the natural circulation booster that uses continuous automatic leg movement to soothe pain and promote healthy circulation the natural drug-free way.
After using Legzercise for a week, I felt like I wanted to go for a walk again without pain like I used to.
Legzercise Pro's patented walking simulator propulsion technology moves your feet back and forth along its concave track, creating constant movement and flex at both the knee and ankle joints. It's like having a physical therapist right in your own home.
It's helped with the swelling and the pain. The tingling feeling is gone.
Call right now and order your very own Legzercise Pro, the clinically proven automatic leg mover that soothes pain and naturally promotes healthy circulation. Call now.
Coming up,
there are no protections put in place for kids on social media. None.
Demi Lovato's revealing the truth about being a child star.
Monday at noon on Coast TV.
It is 5:47 on your Monday morning. Let's go now to Salisbury, take a live look there. All seems pretty quiet there, Bob, but I think those people at school at Salisbury University today, they're going to be liking walking to classes. It shouldn't be too bad.
Yeah, I would think so. You know, the leaves are starting to change. It's a little cooler out there, and definitely has that feel that, you know, that, hey, yeah, it is back to school. It's the fall season, and it is cooler and more comfortable as well. In fact, yeah, you definitely need that jacket out the door. Salisbury 55, Georgetown 59 this morning, 60 in Milton and Millsboro, 67 from Rehoboth down to Bethany Beach. So a little warmer along the coast. That water temperature still around 70 degrees. We have a northeast wind there, and the winds are much lighter inland right now. And with that northeast wind, it's going to be persistent and can still pile up the water. So we're still looking at that chance of coastal flooding from Lewis down to Fenwick Island, Sussex County. This goes until Tuesday evening. Inundation about a half foot to maybe a foot, nothing major, but maybe a little bit more of an issue for the eastern shore where you have a coastal flood warning until early Wednesday. So those vulnerable lower spots definitely could flood a little bit. Otherwise, we're looking at mostly cloudy skies right now. A few breaks in the clouds, nothing in the way of rain. We're seeing that rain well to our west across western parts of Virginia and Pennsylvania, but we have high pressure in place off to our north and east, so that's going to dry up a lot of this rain as it moves to the east. So we're just looking at a lot of clouds, and Futurecast is showing the clouds this morning. 6 a.m. 50s and 60s, and we're in the clouds really much of the day. By noon, warming into the low 70s, so we'll be below average today with only 60s from Dewey Beach to Fenwick Island, feeling much cooler with that easterly wind. By 3 o'clock, you're into the low 70s around Millsboro and Georgetown, 71 in Delmar, 75 in Salisbury. And this evening, lots of clouds, kind of cool. Temperatures into the 60s. It's possible we could see a few showers through the overnight into early Tuesday. Nothing really significant. And Tuesday, much like today, more clouds on the cool side by afternoon into the lower 70s. And you can see the arrows still pointing out of the east with that easterly flow. And as we head into Wednesday, I think we start to increase the chances for rain. Right now, nothing all that significant, but looks like umbrella-worthy weather with some more showers and mostly cloudy skies. And we continue that unsettled pattern into the end of the week with clouds and showers Thursday, maybe into Friday as well. But right now, it looks like it starts to dry out as we head into the weekend with high pressure building in. And you can see those easterly winds continuing to move in as we go through time, gusting close to 20 miles per hour. And that's the case today right through the middle part of the week. Paul Davis 7-day forecast, 72 today, 73 Tuesday, then better rain chances Wednesday into the upper 70s. Thursday's a warm day, 82 with some rain, and then Friday still some lingering showers, 79. And it looks like as of now the weekend is drying out. Sun and clouds both Saturday and Sunday, 76 on Saturday and 75 on Sunday.
Bob, happening this week, your chance to share your thoughts on the repairs to the Indian River inlets. This is after 2 breaches this year to the dunes in that area. DelDOT will add sheets of steel. This will create a wall. And DNREC will do an emergency sand replenishment project to boost the beaches. Now, after requests from environmentalists, the agencies are also holding a public meeting on all of this. It'll be Tuesday in Bethany Beach.
That's not all. 2 days later on Thursday, DNREC will be hosting a virtual community meeting. The purpose is to share some findings from a study to explore economic benefits from beach nourishment. DNREC saying participants will learn about how findings and results will be used in the future.
Let's take a look at the Delmarva Sports Network lineup today. At 5, girls volleyball, Queen Anne's at North Dorchester. At 7, it's AAPD hockey versus USA Warriors. 10 post time, 10:30 the final score. Going to flip over to the DSM Plus app. At 5, it is that Queen Anne's North Dorchester volleyball game. And then we also have on DSM Plus exclusive some volleyball earlier. We have McCain at Seaford. Also at 5, James M. Bennett. And a little later, we have Dover at Sanford School.
Looking forward to that. Coming up next is Child Passenger Safety Week. We're telling you how to make sure your child's car seat is properly installed in order to ensure they are safe in the event of a car crash.
We are seeing lots of clouds on our Monday morning, but it's dry, it's cooler, 62 in Dover, but other areas in the 50s. And we're looking at that cooler weather to start the week, increasing showers as we go into the midweek time period with warmer temperatures later in the week. I'll have your 10-day forecast coming up next.
Celebrate the season with the 4 best days of fall at Sunfest. Experience the ultimate celebration of food, drinks, arts, crafts, and entertainment along the boards from October 24th to the 27th. Embrace fall by enjoying a seaside tractor ride, chilling around a beach bonfire, navigating a corn maze, or participating in a pet and bicycle event. Shop around over 200 arts and crafts vendors. Immerse yourself in music with an incredible lineup of free musical performances. Enjoy the free family fun all day. For more information, visit ococean.com/sunfest.
Elevate your business and engage more customers with Draper Media. Our diverse network of media properties such as WBOC, CoastTV, 93.5 The Beach, and 102.5 WBOC reaches over 500,000 Delmarva residents across various channels like television, radio, social media, and digital platforms. Enhance your brand's visibility across the Delmarva region with Draper Media. Our passionate team of media specialists and content creators are dedicated to showcasing your brand through engaging commercials, dynamic drone footage, eye-catching graphic and web design, and social media branding. Share your brand story on our popular programs, capturing the attention of your target audience. Trust your brand with Draper Media, a family-oriented company serving the Delmarva community. Contact Frank Hamilton today at fhamilton@wboc.com to get started.
Shell's Early Learning Center, child and parent approved.
Shells have become an extension of our family. They've helped prepare our children for school.
I
love shows. My teacher makes learning fun.
Creating a fun learning environment to prepare the children for school.
Shell's accredited staff is dedicated to preparing your child for school. Don't miss your chance to join the Shell's family. Enroll your child for fall now before it's too late. Shell's Early Learning Center, preparing our future generation.
Scoops and scores and Friday Night Lights. Football coverage like you've never seen before. Live games of the night every Friday night with the pre, half, and post-game shows. Plus, we'll take you around Delmarva for the latest real-time scores during Friday Night Lights. Tune in to the Delmarva Sports Network and the DSN app every Friday night this fall season. Scoops and scores and Friday Night Lights. Only on DSN and the DSN app.
They can keep infants and children safe in a vehicle, but car seats and booster seats, they have to be the right size for a child, and they must be installed correctly in order to provide protection in a crash.
During Child Passenger Safety Week, experts say it is a good time to make sure your child is in the right seat. In today's Health Minute, Mandy Gaither has 5 steps to keep your kids safe in a vehicle.
It's a leading cause of death for children. The latest data from 2022 shows on average 3 children under 13 were killed every day and 429 injured in vehicles. 39% of those killed were unrestrained.
We do know that a properly installed car seat or booster seat can really reduce the risk of injury and save lives.
Dr. Manisha Agarwal with Children's Healthcare of Atlanta says the first step to keep kids safe is making sure your car seat or booster seat is firmly installed. The base shouldn't move more than an inch in any direction. Next, make sure any straps or harnesses fit snug against the child. Agarwal says there shouldn't be much slack.
So that means if you try to pinch the strap or the webbing, you really can't do it at all.
Third, max out your child's seat before graduating them to the next level. Keep them in their current seat as long as possible until they outgrow the limits for height and weight. Fourth, front seats are not made for children. Agarwal says things made for adult safety like airbags can be dangerous for kids.
In fact, all children should stay in the back seat until they turn 13, no matter how big they are.
Finally, when it comes to kids and car safety, don't cave to pressure.
You are taking your kid to school, they see their friends maybe getting out of the front seat or not in a booster seat, but it's your job as a parent to keep your child as safe as possible for as long as possible.
For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
All right, it's 5:56 now. It's time to check in with our coastal pet of the day.
And today's coastal pet of the day is Zoe. We got Zoe somewhere. There we go. Zoe turned 4 years old recently, and looks like there might have been a big party with some treats there. Zoe was submitted to us by Dave and Kathy in Rehoboth Beach.
Looks like a fun party. We want to see all your pets on Delmarva. Keep sending us photos. Tell us what makes your pet so special.
You can scan that QR code at the top of your screen to submit your furry friend to Coast TV News, and watch weekdays from 5 to 7 a.m. to see all the pets we feature.
All right, 5:57. Time for a look at your forecast now before you head out your door.
Yeah, Bob, I looked at some of your temperatures there. 50 and 60 degrees. I guess this is the new norm.
Welcome to fall, right? Can't be 70s and 80s all year long. We are looking at the cooler temperatures as we go through the day. And I think the most sun we'll see is probably this morning, but still more clouds and sun. We're starting out in the 50s and then a slow rise to the 60s and only winding up in the low 70s. That's inland areas. I think you're only in the 60s along the beaches. Paul Davis 10-day forecast. It's cool today and tomorrow. Then it's warming up. But as it warms up, some rain chances Wednesday 77. Still some showers Thursday 82. A little cooler Friday. Rain hangs on, but the weekend looking pretty good. A mix of sun and clouds in mid-70s. And it looks like similar conditions the next week. Maybe some showers by Monday.
All right, thank you, Bob. And coming up in our next hour, advisory ending. DenRec set to make the move today about swimming in the ocean. All concerns about the beach remain. That and more. Coast TV News Today returns.